in a given week, I would say I read the Wall Street Journal like 3 times, the New York Times 2 to 3 times, the USA Today 2 to 3 times, and the Detroit Free Press when it comes to my house 3 times a week. Now, I think it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday now. So yeah.
Well, I live in Romeo, so the Romeo Observer, that's like my probably most recent and constant one that I've read. But also the Detroit Free Press. Sometimes The Source, which is, I believe, out of Algonac or New Baltimore area. Every now and then when I come across it, Wall Street Journal, if my mom happens to bring them home from work or something.
I actually at my house to get a subscription to the news, but I'll usually go out of my way and read the Free Press. I like the Free Press a little bit better, but I read both.
The only papers I really read are online, and that's only if I'm looking for a specific story.
The news on TV is I think, I won't say inaccurate. I just say it's spun way more than on a newspaper. I mean, even though the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times have their biases, and the USA Today is just plain out boring, I like my news to be boring.
I think it's the best local source for news that you'll be able to find compared to any sort of blog or anything like that. You know, that's just kind of the fun stuff, entertainment and sports news I'll go to the blogs for. But when I want news and when I want hard sports news, I'll go to the papers.
I hope that doesn't end up being true, because there is something about the old-fashioned sense of actually having a newspaper. I know that the media convergence, a lot of papers are becoming solely online, and whereas that is great, we can't completely depend on an online paper. Actual newspapers, you know, the businesses have been around since early 1900s. It's been a great business, and it's not really something I want to see fall.
Personally, I say no. I am a more tactile person, so if I can hold it in my hands and I can open it and flip through the pages, then that's how I feel most comfortable.
I don't think newspaper services are dead. I think a lot of people still trust newspapers. I think a lot of people still trust a reporter. A lot of people still trust a columnist. Professionals who've been doing it, who aren't, you know, enterprising themselves, but they've been hired to do a job, and that's the job that they're doing.